Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Disney vlog. This is going to be my travel day and my first day at Walt Disney World. This was also my first time trying the #1 lounge, so that was exciting. I probably would go back, but yeah, it was a different experience. Here I am setting up my plane seat and watching Johnny from One Man's Dream as I'm on my flight. How apt is that? But yeah, I hope you enjoy. So it took until I was in the air on that first flight to realise that, like, the reason I'm travelling today is because I'm going to Disney. I was like, you know, get to the airport, get checked in, get through security, get on the flight. Like, that was the whole thing. But and I was like, hold on, the reason I'm here is because I'm going to Disney. Like, I'll literally be at Disney tonight. That's so exciting. I'm so fussy. That flight was full and fine until the last hour and a half when we hit the worst turbulence I've experienced. And now I'm in Minneapolis because I'm getting the flight from here to Orlando, and I'm like, please don't let me have to go through that same weather system again, because I don't think I can take it. Like, you know, I will sick bag up. Yeah. It's difficult. Three amazing things about walking in here. #1, this right here, love that. #2, my magic band worked to open the door. And #3, it is so nice and cool in here, because that walk from reception with my case, it was only 6 minutes, but I almost gave up because it's so hot and sticky. So let me just show you the room. You've seen an all-star room on the vlogs before, but here you have your beverage cooler. I'm also very excited about the amount of creamer that they're giving me for my coffee, my Joffrey's coffee in the morning. Oh yeah. They haven't got the fancy little drawer. They used to have the little drawer with everything in. That's just a regular drawer now. I suppose people wanted the drawer, didn't they? Then yes, massive TV. That which I am like saving as a treat in a minute. This is the Murphy bed, which will stay folded up tonight, but Jess will be here tomorrow night. Little friends on the wall here. Storage for suitcases under the bed, even though I'm only staying here 2 nights, so we're not going to unpack. This is an adjoining room, so just make sure that is 100% locked. It is. Some good hooks here. Sweaty mess in the mirror there. Hanging space here. Ironing board, hairdryer, won't use any of those. Yep. Little H2O, now we're under Disney soap. That's your lot, that's all you get in here now. And then this, which, you know, again, Sea Marine, it's exactly the same. Sea salt body wash, it'll smell the same. I'm very excited about that as well. I'm gonna go get my refillable cup. We'll go and walk back to Music Hall whilst I'm not such a sweaty mess. And yeah, it's pretty much the same as the last time I stayed in an All-Star, but it is delightfully cool, and I'll show you the view when we get outside. It's finally time. I'm all showered. I've like semi-unpacked because I had to get stuff out, and I had to like pull stuff out to get stuff out. So what I've done as a favour to myself is I've started to pack the park bag for tomorrow. I've got like British money and American money and Disney gift cards and credit cards, and I'm just trying to work out what I need. So I'm leaving that till the morning over coffee. It's just coming up for 11, therefore that's not far off having been awake for 24 hours because I got up at 4:45, which would be 11:45. A smell of H2O products, now Disney products. And yeah, I'll sort of, I think, catch up with you in the morning, so just need to just be for a minute, not be in transit or sorting stuff, because I feel like I've been packing and unpacking for like a week and a half now, because I have. So I've made my coffee. I try and drink my coffee. Essentially, I just need to eat something so I can take up some painkillers because my back is so sore from yesterday. I think because I was just sat in a plane seat for so long. And then when I wasn't sat in a plane seat, I was walking around with quite a heavy backpack on my back. I can't remember the final step count for yesterday, but when I got on the plane when I got off the plane in Orlando, or when I got on the plane in Minneapolis to come to Orlando, I'd done 5 miles, 12,500 steps, and I shouldn't arrive at Disney with sore feet. Disney was meant to give me sore feet, but yeah, I was going to the bathroom in the night and got out of bed and I was like, I can't walk. So yeah, so we've made coffee. I turned the temperature down here because when I went to bed I was really shivery. I think that was to do with being tired, but I am also still tired. I think tonight's going to be, well, I know tonight's going to be an earlier night, so that's okay. I can't work out how to turn off this little light in here, and then I got a missed call from my mother-in-law about an hour before my alarm was going to go off, so 4 a.m. so I hope everything's okay. So I went to bed at I finally got to sleep at just after midnight because the room was spinning. I felt drunk. Fair enough, I had a drink on each plane, but not enough to be drunk. Can you see the Mickeys? Oh, also, I think probably getting my bag off one of the belts, chipped a nail. Oh, so annoying. Just got these done and they look fabulous, and it's my middle finger too. Yeah, I'm just why am I doing this to myself? I could be in bed for a lot longer, and I could actually, because I managed to stay up till midnight, I could actually have beaten the jet lag. But yeah, I guess I'll check in with you later and update you on how the jet lag's going, because I'm just tired. This isn't even jet lag tired at this point. So yeah, so plan for the day is, mistakenly or not, we're gonna head to Magic Kingdom. I'm really torn as to what to put on my feet, because I was gonna wear my Crocs because it's meant to rain later, and I was well, then at least if I'm wearing Crocs, it's the Crocs that get wet. I can just take off my socks and just have my Crocs on. But I was wearing my Crocs yesterday and my feet are sore, so I'm well, maybe that's not a good idea. But I'm not planning on doing a full day in the parks. I'm planning on rope dropping, hitting a couple of things, and then going and getting some food that I want to get. I'm gonna rope drop some food. There's a couple of shops I want to look in. I want to go to Disney Springs. So yeah, I'm really torn, because if I wear trainers and then they get wet, I then know I can't wear those trainers the day before, and it makes it difficult because we're moving hotels tomorrow morning. So then it's difficult for if I've got wet trainers then. Mind you, Jessica got a car, so I'm really grateful she's got a car, because walking back through the lobby last night, my feet are so swollen. I mean, they have swelled down now, thankfully. But my feet were so swollen, I put on my sandals because I was just I can't. I can feel that they're swollen in my Crocs, and my Crocs are loose. But then I did have my flight socks on from right before I got on the flight. I went to put them on about 7:30 yesterday morning. I took them off on the Mears Connect because there was like literally 4 of us on the bus, and I was the second one to get dropped off. I haven't spoken to you about that yet. So yeah, so I had my flight socks on, my compression socks on. And what time did I get on the Mears Connect? That was, we went under the sign at 9, so I must have got on the Mears Connect about 7:30. Like, I was really quite impressed with it. Like, I got, from landing to getting off at my resort, from my plane landing to getting off here, was 1 hour and 20 minutes. Like, so I got off, was greeted by Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer, got my luggage, I'm so puffy, got my luggage, and then got on the Mears Connect. I keep going to say Magical Express. And then I was here, all within 1 hour and 20 minutes. Like, I'm really impressed with that. I was the second drop off. They dropped off at Coronado Springs Coronado Springs first. And then the way the guy said, oh, All Star Music, he made it sound like the other people were also getting off at All Star Music, but we went past sports and movies, because music is the last one. So I guess they must have been saying somewhere else. Maybe somewhere fancier. When we got to Coronado Springs, I was like, just let me get off here. Just let me get off here. That coffee doesn't taste of coffee. We'll get downstairs coffee tomorrow. It's fine. I've had enough Diet Coke. But yeah, walking through, I never finished that thought. Walking through the lobby was a bit brutal. Whereas when Jess comes, she'll have a car, and there's parking, like literally you go down in the elevators, you walk to the end of the road, there's parking right there. Like, there is actually parking available. So, oh, an actual blister on the bottom of my foot. What is that about? I'm still leaning towards the Crocs, but then I'm also like, maybe I shouldn't. I've got my Gore-Tex trainers as well that I bought specifically because I knew it was going to be wet at Disney, but they're quite tight, and if my feet haven't fully swelled down, then yeah, that's not going to work. But yeah, I'm going to get dressed and I will show you my outfit of the day. Should we try on these transitions? Should we do that? Do this. Here we have it. We have the finished product. I will flip you around so you can see the whole fit. I've put on thick socks with my Crocs, and I've packed spare socks because I think this is the comfiest I'm going to be. Okay, we're going to see the castle. We're going to see Small World. We're going to, you know, eat some Mickey shaped food. Well, I already have it, Mickey shaped food. And then we just got bike shorts and then thick socks, because why not? Why not, right? We're at 13 minutes. Classic.
Oh, set apart. Let there be music from regions beyond.
So far, everything I've done has been the walk on. I did.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway.
That's to go past Tron. I did Peterman. Stop. Small World. Haunted Mansion. I got off Haunted Mansion and immediately got back on again because I was like, I can do a better picture than this. I got a whiff of popcorn then. Then Under the Sea with, then I got breakfast. Then Under the Sea with Ariel, and now I'm finally doing a People Mover. I can't believe I've not done this before, and I can see why people love it so much. Take some more painkillers, my feet already hurt. Also, breakfast was delightful. I couldn't eat all the tops, but for $10, it was like, that's good. Really recommend it.
Beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day.
Everyone, it's actually time for the moment to use water. Wow, give it up, folks. You all, keep your eyes open. Yeah, because mine are going to be closed.
So I picked this up in World of Disney. I touched it and it was just the softest thing. And the fact that it's so simple, I touched the grey one first, which is like this grey, and then I saw the pink, and it's just, there's nothing on the back. It's just really simple, and there's like, it's long enough, there's room if it ends up shrinking. Like, oh, it's the most magical place on earth, and I just love it. It's so soft. I see that, I'm having it. Now I need to try on the Spirit jersey. Fingers crossed. I'm a little bit concerned because you can't see, but obviously I spilled some water on it. It was raining, but it's quite tight here, and I'm just like, yeah, I could stretch it out a little bit, but then I'm stretching the design out. But I love this bit here. I don't know, can you hear that I'm watching Moana in the, well, can you see that I'm watching Moana in the background? I just don't know. I don't know if I really should commit to it either. So I got a Starbucks at Disney Springs for the morning, as well as some more coffee creamer if I need it. And then I also have some vitamin water for the morning too. Make sure that's shut properly, because last night it just basically got stuck here and didn't shut properly. So it's funny because it's a similar time to like when I was winding down last night, but I feel so much more tired tonight. I finished dinner and the jet lag just kind of hit me. I've not been like super tired all day. As you know, I came back for a nap between Magic Kingdom and sort of, I think, ill-advisedly going to Disney Springs. It took an hour for a bus to arrive. Now, I was chatting to somebody in the queue for the bus back because we just missed one, and we were talking about the fact that it felt a bit like, you know, rubbish having waited for the bus. Ironically, most of the people that were on the bus back from Disney Springs were also the same people that were on the bus to Disney Springs, which I think is really funny. But yeah, apparently there'd been like an accident somewhere, and that's what had caused it. Oh, I don't know why it does this. I wonder if it's like someone else's, oh, okay, someone else's remote doing something, you know? I don't know what's playing now. Anyway, yeah, it just, I loved my dinner, and I mean, you can see that I loved my dinner, and it was really great to be back at Wine Bar George. Like, I love it there, and it was nice to sort of dine upstairs as well, and good to know they do have a lift, so if I was back there with Mum, we could go upstairs, although it was fun sitting at the bar because they've got a bar bit. But yeah, it took an hour for the bus to come, and then it was just like packed. I will say that's been the difference for me staying at the All-Star resorts. Stayed at All-Star Movies before, had a packed bus going to Disney Springs, packed bus coming back from Disney Springs. Just like, you know, when you're standing and you can't hold on to anything, but it doesn't matter because you're so packed in. But standing and waiting for that bus to come for an hour in the row was tough. On the way walking back through, I had to decide whether it was like fireworks or lightning. I wasn't sure. But yeah, rope drop to kind of getting back from Disney Springs at like 10 o'clock is not bad considering the fact that I was up for 24 hours yesterday. As you can see, Jess isn't here. The like storm across the whole of the east has meant that her flight is basically now in the morning instead of at night, which sucks a little bit, but it meant that like I didn't have to be like, oh well, you know, Jess is coming, so I need to have done this by this time. Not that like she would have minded if I wasn't here, or if I was off doing my own thing, or she was off doing her own thing. It's not like that, but you know, just in the back of your head. But yeah, I enjoyed having my little nap earlier, just coming back to the room and kind of like being for a minute after being amongst all the people. I will say, for the fact that Magic Kingdom was sold out like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, it didn't feel too bad. But then obviously by the time that I left, and I can't remember if I said Jungle Cruise, which was the last thing that I did, was posted as a 70-minute wait, and then I was like, there's no way it's a 70-minute wait, this looks like nothing, but it was a 70-minute wait. And I will say my skipper wasn't very good. I might like go back on it tomorrow, like try and second rope drop it tomorrow, and do that. So I'm not really sure what's happening in the morning, but that'll be a new vlog for you because I'm going to end this one here. I hope you like this combination, and I have decided to keep the Small World Spirit jersey. I didn't sort of like stretch it at all before putting it on. I just put it on off the hanger as is, and without that I think it's pretty good. Sorry, there was like an advertisement there for Topolino's Terrace. I'm very excited about that on Tuesday morning. I'm very excited. So yeah, not really sure what's happening tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon I'm gonna go to Trader Sam's finally. I feel like I've wanted to go there for so long. And then in the evening got reservations at Steakhouse 71. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because I really have hit a wall, as you can tell, and it's time to sleep, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next vlog. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you would have written twice today if you were me.